Today, the skill that I will be focusing on is removing filler words. Welcome to my daily drive. One skill, one topic, while on the road. Filler words. So, I've noticed that I've been saying a lot. Or things like, basically, actually. I'm gonna practice removing those today. Hopefully I do not say them at all, but we will see. So instead of saying those words, if I catch myself saying them, I will just try to pause. When someone says filler words, it's because that person is not comfortable with pauses. They think it's awkward. When someone says filler words, it makes them sound less confident. I will try to stop using it today and in the future. For the topic today, I don't know the title yet, but during yesterday's listening to podcasts, I was listening to the Huberman podcast. It's a good podcast. He talks a lot about biology and brain and health. And yesterday he was speaking to someone that studies brain plasticity and studying the brain. There was one thing though that kind of got me thinking deeper about scientists and believing in God. It's amazing all that they're learning right now. The person that he was interviewing expressed how our brain is so sophisticated and I do not know everything that they're talking about, honestly. I just remember him talking about how when he's comparing it to AI, how our brain is. Like, to say that our brain is a supercomputer is like an understatement. He talks something like our brain has not a million, not a billion, but like trillions of this thing. Maybe he was talking about like synapses or like connections that our brain makes, and AI only does this much, like a small number. How there's so many things, so many connections, so many things in our brain that it's just amazing. And he talks about how they're learning so much right now that they can help with behaviors, addictions, just by doing something with the brain. I do not know exactly what he means, but that is what he is saying. They're helping people that's with recovery. When someone has a stroke and they lose functions, they can help someone learn and gain back a lot of their abilities by how they are treating the brain. The moment that got me thinking about the connection with scientists and God, believing in God, is when he said something like, we found out that when someone goes deaf, it's really because the hair follicles and blah 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 are gone, are not there anymore. And then he said, and so it is not that God is punishing you, but it is because of this, and we can fix this. And it's true, it is probably not because God is punishing you, yes. But it is really the fact that he's removing God's workings, because he knows how it works. Because he knows the science of it. God can make you deaf if he wanted to. We've seen Jesus' miracles, turning water into wine. Not we've seen, but we've had records, multiple records. And none of the records are saying that did not happen. Multiple witnesses. He's healed a blind man. He's raised someone from the dead. Does that mean science is not real? No. Science is very real. The reason why Jesus knew how to perform these miracles is because he had the knowledge. He knew exactly what needed to happen. How the molecules need to change, how the atoms or whatever, which I do not understand, which I am very interested in. He knew the science of everything. And everything will obey him because he is the creator of all those things. So it was hard for me to understand their point. When they learn so much about how sophisticated, how complicated, how amazing the body is, because you know that much, you don't think there is a God. When I think it should be the total opposite. When you learn so much about how our body works, how the solar system works, revolves around the perfect timing of everything, shouldn't it be a witness that there is a supreme creator? This morning, I didn't get to do Uber, but the good thing is my wife was there studying with me too. She was studying also. And one of the things that she talked to me about was, during the temple, when they was talking about God created man, she was thinking, well, in the scriptures it says God created created the world in 7 days, right? One of the things that we've learned in the gospel is one day to God is like 1,000 years to us. So when God created man, it wasn't magical or like right away, like boom, there's a man. To create the earth, it took thousands of years to do that. It's a scientific process. I mean, it's a process. Science is God. It's a process. When God created man, we don't know what that process looked like. Is it evolution? Is that how he created? Yeah, it could be. But what the point is, not that it is evolution or not. The point is, it's all science. It's all science. And sometimes you notice that science changes. It does change because there's new study has found this, new study has found that. So current science is not always 100% true. Science can look for things and say, because of this is what the truth is. But we have to always remember there's many factors. Things change even in science. And it's just amazing for me to just realize there's so many wise people out there. So many people that are so smart. And it's kind of sad that yet they are so smart and so wise, more than I could ever be, but they could miss one of the simplest things. That there is a God, there is a creator. And he can command the mountains to move if he wanted to. It's all through science still. That's my topic for today. What do you guys think? How was my ums and my filler words today too? To my 0 viewers, to myself as I review this. But if you are watching, what do you think? That is all for today.